like spend a day with me, but nothing. It just didn't come out right. So I'm just gonna tell the story while y'all just watch me gossip. I think I was talking about my son here because he had hit me and I was still upset. So I was telling Ryan about it. And I'm gonna leave Ryan information below, y'all, because he can really do hair. He has growing hands, and it's not a lot of people that actually have growing hands. He's been doing my hair for years. So while y'all watch this video, I'm gonna tell y'all about the story when me and one of my friends, we was going to Virginia to visit her sister. So her sister worked at the airlines at the time, and this was like way back 2001 when buddy passes were super popular. Child, we was riding on a buddy pass from Houston, and we had a layover in DC because I remember it was snowing, and they was like, well, the flight got canceled to Virginia. So we met a flight attendant that was on there, and we was looking sad. We was confused because at the time I was like, what? I had just turned 20, and my friend was like 18. And so the lady was like, oh, y'all can ride with me or whatever because my car is right here in the parking garage. She was a flight attendant. She was like, y'all can ride with me to Virginia. Y'all tell me why we got in this car with this lady to Virginia, literally from DC to Virginia. That's not a long ride, but she was a complete stranger. And we trusted her just because she was a flight attendant. You cannot pay me today to do something like that. That was the most dangerous thing in the world. And then to turn around, her sister wasn't in Virginia, so we stayed with her sister's boyfriend. When I tell you this whole trip was ghetto, it was ghetto from the start. Like, I remember these pants that I had on. I had some gachos on. I'm gonna go look for these. I'm gonna go look for this picture because everything was so diabolical. I had them red gachos on with them baby kitten heels, and you cannot tell me nothing because I had a fresh wrap on my head, and my friend had that 27 piece. I'm gonna go look for that picture because y'all have to get a visual of this. So we stayed in Virginia with her sister's boyfriend. He showed us a really good time, showed us around the town, and he took us to this real ghetto club that smelled like chicken. That's the only thing I remember. The whole club smelled like fried chicken. It was real ghetto, and we probably had no business being there because we looked like we was going to work. We was business casual in this club. So we was on the way back from Virginia. Somehow we stopped in Chicago. So through Chicago, the lady was like, oh, no, She said they probably let y'all slide in other states, but in Chicago, baby, y'all not gonna get on. Y'all can't board because y'all basically ain't got no seat. Y'all, we was around the airport. We was around the airplane with just like little receipts. Turn that down, Noah. Every time I try to do a voiceover, here he go. Yeah, he got my lash tech right here. Hey, Kiara. Y'all, Kiara is also a realtor in Houston, and we are at the same brokerage, and Kiara does my lashes, and she is tea with my lashes. So, and yeah, she has a chair that'll make you fall asleep. It massages your entire body, let me tell you. Bless you, Noah. All right, so from when we got to Chicago, the lady was like, "No, y'all can't get back on the plane." Baby, we started crying, and so at that point, I heard I already checked my luggage in. My luggage was going to Houston. Chicago had a snowstorm, so they had layovers, but my luggage was already on the way to Houston. My friend's sister was like, y'all can go stay at my hotel because, of course, we young and we dumb, honey. We spent every penny we had, and then we had the nerves to get some McDonald's while we was in Chicago, so we ain't had no more money. My friend had to call her mama, so her mama Western Union us money.
Mom?
Yes. So
Oh, don't.
Wait till I finish this voiceover.
We didn't have any money.
Oh, don't.
And after we got the Western Union, we had to take the bus. It's like the airport bus to her sister's hotel. And so we had to stay there until we tried to figure out how we was going to get back to Houston. We literally did not have no money. And at that point, we were running out of, like, clean underwear and things like that. Thank God I think her sister ended up getting us a ticket because she felt bad. And my friend, she was crying. I was just like, I cannot believe we are stranded in a city with no, like, money, no clothes, no anything. To make matters worse, when we got to the airport to go through the TSA, the man, because we bought our ticket very much last minute, baby, when I say they searched us up and down, and my friend had to carry on, I'm talking about drawers all out. And I was like, oh my God. But yeah, that was probably the worst trip that it wasn't a bad trip, but it definitely taught me a lesson. I would never travel without any money. I would never spend all my money in one place, but I was young. But overall, we still had fun. I'm not gonna regret anything, but we were definitely low-key feeling like we was homeless at one point. But yeah, it's a life lesson. Thank y'all for listening.